What's going on, guys? It's Scott here and welcome back to another video, and this time we're going to be continuing the top 10 series that I started a couple days ago. I think maybe a week ago. It was my first top 10 video was top 10 best / overpowered spells. So if you guys missed that top 10, it will be in the description down below. That was a really good that was a really nice way to start off the series. So we're going to move in. This is more of a top 5, mainly because there are, like, I'm not sure how many worlds exactly. There's like, what, 13 worlds in Wizard101, I think, excluding the like Winter Tusk and what's the other one, Wisteria. So I kind of shortened it down to top 5 because if it's top 10, we're pretty much including almost all the worlds, and then there's no point really doing an honorable mentions. So I thought I would just do top 5 for this one, guys. So I hope you enjoy, guys. Make sure to put your top 5 worlds in the comment section down below, and if that's all, let's get into it. So coming in at number 5, guys, we have Crockett Opia. Now, Crockett Opia is the second world in the game, and what immediately strikes me as awesome about this world is the desert background. I think the desert terrain is really cool. Straight away, you've got this talking dog who you just go straight to, Sergeant Major Talbot. I like how there's like sandstorms along the oasis that come around sometimes. I'm not sure where it is, but yeah, there it is, like the little dust storms or whatever they are. And I just really like the whole surroundings. The pyramid is it's like really cool from the outside. Inside it looks awesome as well. You got that mini island up there which you can go to on like the teleporter. Not really sure like what it's for. It could be like a mystery thing, who knows. They haven't really included it properly into the game. Over here we have the Tomb of Storms, which you know is where Crockett Opia finishes up and you face the final boss, which is Queen something. I can't really remember her name, but I just think that this world is really cool. My opinion, there's a lot of like ancient power in this world with the Crockonomicon, and also of course this world houses the balance school, which kind of makes sense if you think about it, because it is like a balanced kind of terrain, this desert, and you know, it just makes sense to me. And I think that obviously if this world is going to house the balance school, then it's got to have a lot of ancient power to it. Cool thing to note about this world as well, in my opinion, so when you enter the Great Sphinx, which is firstly pretty cool in itself, on the Crockett Sphinx Island, is this random like Minotaur boss, which I used to just do all the time back in the day. Like, I don't know why, I don't really think he drops anything of significance, but for some reason I just thought that this quest was really cool back in like 2011 or 2012 when I first did Crockett Opia. Probably 2011 actually. And so, you know, it's got the nostalgia factor as well. It's one of the first worlds in the game. It'll be one of the first ones you ever come across. So for that reason, Crockett Opia is my number 5 spot. So coming in at number 4, guys, as you can probably tell, is the world of Azteca. The world of the dinosaurs, one of the coolest worlds. And straight away, like, just the scenery and everything, I think this place is awesome. And obviously the special like bonus thing that happens when you finish the world, which is, as you can see, like is we look up into the sky, like look at that. I think that is so cool. You got the meteors coming down, you got that huge spiral thing, which is what Morganth was like trying to do, the cool the horn. I can't really remember exactly what she was trying to do, but yeah, she like pretty much destroys Azteca. Obviously it can't really be destroyed because then we can't come back, but like it's in the midst of its destruction at the end of the world, which I think is just so cool that they add that in. Another thing, I'm just a huge fan of dinosaurs, so as soon as I saw that this world was dinosaurs, I was pretty hyped for the world. You know, the collect quests aren't really like, no notably really bad ones stand out, to be honest. In my opinion, they're really not that bad. Questing was actually pretty fun on this world. It's still fairly fresh. Like, I haven't done it too many times. I think I've only got two wizards that have actually done it. So like for me, it's still fairly fresh. Obviously, if you have a lot of like max levels, then maybe not, probably not. But for me, this is definitely one of the coolest worlds. Like, if we go to the 3 points, like, I think if you go all the way to the top of that thing, like, you get just an awesome view. Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but to me, this is pretty awesome. Like, I don't know exactly what quest this is when you come up here, but like, look at that. You got the waterfall in the background, you got all the little buildings here. You get a really good view of the meteor and also the black hole thing, which is like right behind us, yeah, up there, which I think is really cool. So definitely got to be in my top five, and also the ending of the world. So here it is, guys. They're coming to the end of the world, aka Shibalba. So we've got firstly these fiery stairs, which, you know, as a lead up, I think is just totally awesome. And then bam, you hit with this thing, which I don't really know what it is. It's like some lizard kind of thing, but I just think that is so cool. And you know, obviously Shibalba, the OG, one of the OG dungeons. Well, it's not really OG, but it's just, I mean, it's pretty OG now. But as in my opinion, this dungeon is awesome and it's a great way to finish off the world. So that is why Azteca is coming in at number 4 spot on this list. Coming in at number 3, we have the OGs of OGs. That's right, you can already see what it is. We're talking Wizard City, the first world in the whole game. And you are lying if you don't say this world doesn't have any nostalgia to it. Like, this is the first world any wizard steps into, any person who plays the game. The Commons is pretty much the first area that you really step into, and this is like the first view you get of the game, and straight away, like, I just remember being instantly clicked, like instantly just addicted to this thing. Obviously you got Miles Ambrose's house first, but like then you step out into the Commons and it's the first main area that you really get to see. And then of course you got Ravenwood, the original schools there, being expanded onto in the Arcanum now. Gollum Court, Fairgrounds, Merle's house, of shopping district, Pet Pavilion, library, and then Unicorn Way, the first set of quests that you get right there. That's where it all begins. That's where it all begins for your wizard or whatever. So there's no way I couldn't include Wizard City, guys. The memories of this game, of when I first started playing, and the nostalgia. I mean, I've done this world so many times now, and I still love it. So that's got to be a testament to how good this world really is. And, you know, it would be higher, but it needs a bit of a revamp in my opinion. Like, if the graphics and like the little houses and things, I think it could do with a bit of a revamp. Nothing major, nothing to change the the whole content of the world and the scenery and everything, because I think it's just perfect. But apart from that, this world is just, you know, everyone loves Wizard City. I don't think there's someone in the Spiral who doesn't love this world. So that's why it's got to come in at number 3 on my list. Also, I forgot to mention one really cool thing about this world is this waterfall. So a lot of times, I remember when I just started playing, I passed over this waterfall all the time. And I don't think, because I think the Death School is a side quest, I'm not sure if it is a main quest, but if it is, you've got like this awesome cave which is hidden behind a waterfall to the hidden Death School, which is supposed to have dropped down and somehow survived the fall from Ravenwood into Nightside. And nowadays, of course, this is when most people, well, everyone go to Darkmoor. So in my opinion, this hidden Death School is just awesome, and it adds so much to the overall world. Coming in at number 2, guys, we have Dragonspire. And this is another world where I just think the theme is totally awesome. The fire, the lava, the whole, like, it's a broken world. There's so many things that have just been destroyed. And of course, in the background, as you can see, we have the lair of our enemy, Malistaire, the first protagonist in the game, the first main enemy, evil guy, which we obviously take down in this world. So it's got a lot of history to it, and I just think that the overall world is so cool. You got the dragons, like the drakes are really cool. I'm a big fan. Like when you have to ride the drake to the spire, the great spire where Malistaire's been hiding out and trying to summon the dragon titan. Another thing that's really cool about this world, that dragon titan, I think is up there. Yeah, that's the dragon titan up there. And when you have to fly that drake to the Great Spire. I mean, I wasn't the only one when I first did that thinking, wow, this is awesome. They have done an awesome job on this, and I think it's just I think it's just a really cool addition. Something just mini, but it's just an awesome way to, because you're ending off the world and you're ending it off by riding a drake after trying to help them out so much in the drake hatchery and previous areas before that. And I'm also a big fan of the storyline to this world. I think because you get one section, you gotta find, like, I don't know exactly what it is, but the keys, or you gotta advance in the Dragonspire Academy school to be able to access the next. So then the Necropolis is there, and then eventually Dragonspire Academy, and of course the Fire Tree Ashley, who helps you craft the Dragon Rider staff. That quest has been nerfed, I'm pretty sure, because it used to be a lot more difficult. I mean, not difficult, but it would take so much time, but I'm actually kind of glad they nerfed it. The Dragon Spire crafting, it has a couple collect quests which I think can be a bit of a pain, and the mobs can be quite annoying because they use like a lot of weaknesses and stuff, but apart from that, I think this world is awesome. And of course the ending, which I'm going to show you in a second, the Great Spire, I think is just great. Here it is, guys. The nostalgia associated with this is insane for me. This takes me back to 2011 when, I was pretty shit back then, and like, just look at this. This is awesome. I mean, have I not got sound on? I don't think I do. Rookie mistake. Here we go. Yeah, look at this. This is awesome. Can you like pan and zoom? No, you can't. You can't change the way you're looking, but yeah, so back in 2011 was when I first did this world, and I remember, I'm pretty sure I failed the first time I tried to do the Malisaire dungeon, which is pretty embarrassing, but, I'm sure you don't get everything first time. But, yeah, so let's take a look at the Great Spire, guys. This is just awesome. You got the spirit guards guarding here, more spirit guards over there, and the great entrance with that huge dragon titan in the background. That is just so cool. And this is something that I never really noticed at first, but like, it's like a crafting thing. I mean, I guess there's nothing you can really craft, but it's just a really cool addition. Great scenery, great everything. And so the dungeon itself, the Great Spire, is an awesome dungeon. It had great gear at the time. I remember farming this thing for the Malisaire robe and like the Gurtok blades and stuff. Overall, great memories associated with this world, and definitely got to be my number 2 on this list. So coming in at number 1, guys, we have my favourite world in Wizard101. Obviously, as it's number 1, but anyways, yes, this is Avalon. If you couldn't already tell, this world is just everything about it. You got the soundtrack, the music, which I think is awesome. I love the soundtrack. I'm using awesome a lot, but it just is. So what's this area called? Like, there's a Caliburn. So as soon as you step into it, you speak to Pike Del Lago straight away, and he's got some injury or whatever. He's looking pretty fresh now, though. He's all good. You heal him up or whatever. You got the high road, and I just love this world. The storyline is great. Eventually having to come to defeat the Pendragon, Ghost Avalon, the final dungeon, I think is a really cool dungeon as well. And the whole where you have to face the young Morganth, I think that's really cool. Like, she was actually really difficult at first. When Avalon first came out, I remember I had a Storm who I did it first with, and being a Storm back then was also not great, because also, if you remember the level 76 crafted gear, I think this was the first time in the game where you could get immunity to a specific school, and that was when Ice could get immunity to Fire or Storm, I can't remember, I think it was Fire. And this was the first time you could get immunity in Wizard101 when Avalon came out with that crafted gear. So for me, this is just, I love it. I love the Jabberwock. I think it's like the dragon which meteors you for like 2,000 damage like every 3 rounds. The people, just everything about this world, I love it. I think they did a great job, and more Avalon type worlds would be greatly appreciated. Just keep it as it is. You got also the round table, I think, with all the knights. Let me go quickly see if that's still around. Here it is, guys, the ending to the world, where you meet King Artorias, Gwendolyn, and well, obviously you meet them before, but He gives you the Sword of Kings, which is awesome. Like I've never really used it, I don't think, but you know, it's still cool to have. And then of course the Lady of the Lake as well. I'm not sure if she is actually at the table. She is not, but like it's just, there's a lot of power in this world. You got King Artorias, who, you know, he's just a beast. Like, look at him. Like, your wizard's like half his size. He's flipping huge. And then Lady of the Lake, I think they're both members of Council of the Light, so they're both really powerful. And Avalon just gives off a world that has a lot of power with it. You got this tapestry here, you know, where it's just like, yeah, you got your boy Merle. I think that, yeah, this is Merle's home, like, world as well. So King Artorias with your boy Merle. I think that's the Lady of the Lake in the background there, the Stone Rose. And then, is that Gwendolyn? Yeah, Gwendolyn, so it's like a marriage. So I've never even seen this really before. I think that might be the Nameless Knight who may be killing Artorias or something. Yeah, the Nameless Knight kills Artorias, and then Merle gives the Sword of Kings over to Sir Pike, which is, I think that's why you talked to him in the first place. You got to track down the Sword of Kings, and then as King Artorias lays on his deathbed, I think that's like death there. Like, that's an awesome tapestry. That's very cool. I never even realized that, but wow. That's awesome. So yeah, Avalon, definitely my #1 world, guys. With that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new, because I will definitely be continuing this top 10, top 5 series. It's really fun to make and really fun to do. So if you guys have any suggestions for, you know, a top 10 or top 5 I could do, preferably Wizard101 related, but you know, I could do them outside of the game as well. Be sure to leave them in the comment sections down below. Also leave your top 5 worlds in the comment section down below. So yeah, that's been it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're having a great day, week, month, whatever. And yeah, peace out, guys.